Fire in the end, 1,075 points and taking home the title, and what a wonderful champion it is, and fully deserved after also that second game out of the LCK. Yep. Similar things coming out of the EU squad, and it did go better for them early game, but it still wasn't enough. They just look so coordinated.
Yeah, obviously coordination, big deal for LCK. Lane swap early on, the first one of the entire tournament. We could see that all the things people have been practicing for Worlds were kind of, the level has gone down a little bit. Yeah, Mad Life was late for his roam down towards the bottom lane to defend it. Huni dies one-on-one top. So a little bit of like a discount lane swap coming in, but it was still super exciting to watch.
It was actually a very interesting lane swap because the jungle changed to experience. You need the machete to get the max out of it. We actually saw Amazing come to that bottom lane level 3, and Huni was still level 1 with 0 EXP. He just kept starting the camps because he only needed the counter-strike to actually make that tower dive work. And Amazing needed all of his abilities to get the maximum out of it. So I thought it was actually quite an interesting lane swap, but of course Huni gets nothing out of it, and you saw how far behind he got in this game when they shut him down as well.
Yeah, we do see that the Ice Squad there, although they're behind Fire celebrating, they still look happy because overall...
The trophy,
They don't get the trophy?
No.
No, they don't even get the 1 versus 1 trophy because Bjergsen took that one home.
Mm-hmm. What this is really all about, though, is the region getting IP boosts. Yeah. That's what it's all about. We get to just bathe in that free IP, man.
North American players can now buy Ashe, and we can practice our skill shot accuracy so that next time we come to national competition, we can do a bit better. But
we need it.
But honestly, like, talking about regional parity and whatnot, like, all start with the World Korea's back on top, right? Amazing players, even when you shuffle up the rosters and whatnot. But also, like, I mean, what an impressive 2015 for Europe, right? Coming in, a bunch of roster changes. You saw Origin entirely made of European players make top 4 at Worlds. Fnatic grabs 2 Korean imports, but even the All-Star squad, where it's mostly European-born, like, look, this is a really, really good continent for League of Legends players, and they show it again at All-Stars, they showed it at Worlds, and that's, I mean, something to really be proud of for all the Europeans.
And Korea reigns supreme.
I mean, of course, but like, at least they're used to it, right?
Yeah,
like, here's 3 years in a row. Well, Korea won again, like, and that's good. Right? They're awesome, they're practicing very well, these players are amazing, but I mean, like, Europe really, really stepped up, and that's super cool.
Well, it is cool to highlight, though, as you say, 3 times in a row. We had the LCK All-Stars, or then the Korea All-Stars when we were in Shanghai. We had SK Telecom reigning supreme in Paris, and now once again here. The tradition continues, but overall, I just think it was amazing to see all the players come together, and in the off-season, a little bit of the stress of Worlds alleviated. It was a very nice atmosphere.
Yeah, I think that this event overall is about celebrating every player that was voted here as an all-star and watching them perform on this stage, whether it was a fun game mode, the one-on-one, or the group play. And this is what it is all about, is every single person on that stage, regardless of who won at the end of the day, it's about these players that you guys voted in.
I absolutely agree. I mean, we had so many like fun game modes. The 10 Blitzcrank was amazing, and then like all assassins and all that fun stuff. I personally liked the Ole Damashka, like Ole being like, "Hey, I don't have any Russian friends." Damashka's like, "I'll be your friend." He's like, "I have a Russian friend now." Like that's just awesome. Like that, like melted my heart, and it like grew 2 sciences or something.
You don't have one, freak.
I don't have a Russian friend, do I? Somebody's going to tweet me and they're going to be like, I'm Russian.
We're not getting into this.
I mean, overall, the players have fun, the casters have fun, everything. Also really cool to see, though, how teams and players are taking it serious when it matters. They want to show what they can do in, like, the 1v1 tournament, even though there were some fun picks coming in. You don't want to lose. The regionals here, the final as well. I mean, serious picks, serious plays. That's also what we want to see, because people vote these guys in to see what kind of mechanics they have, what skills they can show on the international stage, and we got to see some pretty sick plays.
Yeah, and also, whenever you're competing on the international stage as one of these players, you're usually just like arm's distance away from the people, and you're saying, we are enemies. Well, you're seeing in the one-on-ones, they're saying, hey, you want to pick this together? Yeah. They're having more of that bond, right? And we're seeing these players actually make those friendships that are going to continue to last to the next international event where they meet up again.
Really cool stuff. We can talk about it a little more in a sec, but I do hear that the interview is ready. Dash is standing by with some of your 2015 All-Stars, so let's head inside and listen.
Thank you very much, Shocks. I am standing by with Meteos, Faker, and Homan, who's going to do some translations for us, but 2 of the victorious members of Team Fire. Faker, I have to come to you first. It all came down to that final best of 3, and you guys brought it home for all of Team Fire. So how did it feel knowing that it was all going to come down to your team's performance in that final best of 3?
그 올스타전의 승패가 이제 마지막 유럽과의 3판 2선승제 걸려 있었는데 이제 팀 파이어의 승리를 거머쥐고 있는 그 마지막 판에 들어가기 앞서서 어떤 생각하셨는지 말씀해 주세요.
제가 1대1을 금방 떨어졌으니까 5대5라도 잘하자라는 마음으로 시작했고 다른 팀원들이 같이 있어서 1대1은 제가 못 이기겠지만 5대5는 이길 수 있다고 생각해서 그렇게 했던 것 같아요.
So because I lost so early during the 1v1 tournament, I thought I had to at least play better for the 5v5 match. And because I'm playing my teammates during the regional matches, I thought I could play better and maybe win the game. Yeah.
Well, and that you did. You put up quite a performance there in that final best of three. Medios, over to you. This is the first time I'm going to get to speak to you throughout this event. You know, I want to know, since we haven't seen you on this stage in a little while, how it felt to kind of rejoin the ranks of these top players and play over the last 4 days.
It was actually a lot of fun for me. I haven't played competitively for a few months, so I was really happy to be a part of this. I did a moderate amount of feeding in some of my games, but you know, it's still a good time. It's just fun show matches.
Yep, smiles across the board on everybody's faces. Back over to you, Faker. On a more individual basis, I mean, you've mentioned that you played in the 1v1. You've had the entire regional tournaments as well as a bunch of the other fun game modes. For you, though, what was your favorite moment of the tournament?
그 이제 페이커 선수가 이번 대회 때 뭐 1대1 대회나 5대5 경기 다 많은 것을 언급해 주셨지만 페이커 선수 본인한테는 어떠한 순간이 가장 기억에 남거나 즐거웠었나요?
저는 애니비아로 1대1을 했을 때가 가장 기억에 남는데 그렇지만 좀 져서 아쉽긴 하지만 가장 재미있었던 순간이었던 것 같아요, 그때가.
Even though I lost the game, I enjoyed playing the Nivea mirror match with Froggy the most, and I think it'd be the most memorable moment to me.
I think it was one of the more memorable moments for everybody watching as well, to see you two go up against each other, be rock stars, mid laners as you are. Medios, you stepped in for High and Rush, and so you kind of came late into the party in that regard. However, that didn't stop the amazing support from the fans that you received in the sense that they voted you into the All-Star match. So even coming in late, it just kind of showed how many people, you know, still look up to you as a top player in League of Legends. What did it mean to you that all of those people still, you know, were your supporters and threw their vote in for you to play in that high-level match?
It means a lot to me, obviously, because I've had a decently long League of Legends career, and towards the end, it wasn't going so hot. But it means a lot that the fans still support me, and I hope to keep playing.
Absolutely. Well, I look forward to seeing you continue to play. And finally, Faker, as a representative of Team Fire, since this was a huge team event, there were 3 different regions on each team, I want to give you a moment to say whatever you need to say to your supporters, both in the arena as well as around the world, who supported Team Fire on your way to victory.
그 이제 세 개의 지역으로 이루어진 팀 파이어의 대표자로서 이제 이번 올스타 이벤트 기간 동안 팀 파이어를 응원해준 모든 팬들과 모든 지지를 보여준 사람들한테 마지막으로 한마디 좀 해주세요.
지난 올스타 때는 계속 다른 팀들이랑 싸우기만 했는데 이번 올스타에서는 다른 팀들이랑 같이 호흡을 맞출 수 있었다는 게 너무 좋았고 더 재밌었던 것 같아요. 그리고 이렇게 팀을 나눠서 응원해 주시니까 저희도 힘이 더 많이 나는 것 같아요.
During the past All-Star events, we were just playing against each other regions. But for this event, it was just having a really fun moment to actually team with them, other regions, and just play together side by side. And I just want to thank all the fans who cheered for us, especially Team Fire. Yeah.
Well, on behalf of all of the fans as well as the broadcast team here, I'd like to thank you gentlemen, as well as the rest of the members of each team, for giving us such a treat over these last 4 days watching some incredible League of Legends play. Again, congratulations on your victory. It's time now for us to send it back to Shox and crew at the analyst desk to close out the weekend.
Thank you so much, Dash, and well, great work over the last 4 days and a great interview to close it all off there. I also love that they were keep holding the flags.
yeah.
It must have been quite heavy, but they did do it, and just nice to hear from them as wrap-up thought. Faker saying that Anivia moment was my favorite, which I think a lot of fans will actually echo as well.
I mean, that's what I love about Faker as well. He's been basically the best player in the world for like 2 or 3 years now, and still he's so down to earth. He talks with all the other players. He's happy taking these one-on-ones with someone like Froggen, and it's just cool to see like 2 great players battle it out. And of course, Froggen won, so it's a bonus.
I'm really glad they're walking away from this with more connections, and I like the fact that he brought in the idea that we have people who are from different regions on the same team now, as opposed to being against each other in opposition all the time. I think that this is a great event to throw because of that, because pros don't usually get that type of exposure to other professional players on that type of level where we're going to work on a team, even though we're from different regions. So I thought that was really cool.
I like that kind of everyone got something to celebrate, right? We got Even if it was the best of one, EU beat Korea the first time around in the 5v5s. TSM fans got another victory with both Double Lift and Bjergsen up there in the finals. Like, Frog got to do his weird trolley stuff. Like, Kasing got to do his weird trolley stuff and have everyone, like, throw against him as well. So, like, there's so many, like, fun things going on. Like, Madlab got to play as Blitzcrank and Faker Zed. So, like, it was just, like, a whole bunch of things that, like, felt good as a fan of like each one of these players.
Yeah, everybody's happy, and we're about to make one more person happy because throughout the tournament, you guys at home have been voting on the best plays of the year from regions around the globe. And of the 18 plays nominated at the beginning of All-Star 2015, just 6 remain, and you've been voting on your favorite play all day long. And your #1 play of the year comes from the North American LCS, courtesy of Phoenix. Let's take a look once again.
Phoenix in this turret.
Oh boy.
He's pretty strong though. What's he gonna do?
Oh, he got 2! He's gonna get a triple kill! A quadra kill! An amazing play by Phoenix on Azir! The legacy of Shurima is real! Let's see this again.
All right, so they know he has his ult. COG is low. They try and flank from 2 sides. Double with next Smithy takes so much damage. They don't land the Bard CC. Triple Emperor's Defied into a soldier double. And I don't even know what happened to the last guy. Bard died off on the side as well for the 4th kill. Good Lord, Phoenix.
Yeah, fantastic play. Missing the quadra kill call, though. We heard it like 20 times over the past 4 days.
And you got everything.
Yeah, a lot of really cool things. And it was like fun watching like a year in review of like amazing single plays. My personal vote is still the Mar and TP in the mid lane. Not to like dunk on Phoenix's play or anything, but like just like the fact that like there's so many incredibly intelligent players that can make these clutch things when you have a second to make the decision. Phoenix is, of course, mechanically intensive play as well, super awesome. And it's like, I'm glad I get to watch these players play League of Legends for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. We watched them another full year, and we're going to be turning out the lights on the 2015 season. But the 2016 kickoff is just around the corner. No worries there. Korea's LCK is the first out of the gate, starting on January 13th, and then the European LCS, China's LPL, and the LMS get underway on January 14th. And the North American LCS is going to follow on the 16th as well. So that is a downtime of 2 weeks, kind of 3 weeks, and then we get back in the action. But it's been an amazing year.
I mean, for sure. Yeah. Fantastic World Final, fantastic All-Star event. You guys are pretty cool too.
League of Legends fans at home.
Yep. Definitely. And for them, we have the celebrate of another season of Pro Play. We're going to have a new challenger approaching, Challenger in Italy, so keep your eyes peeled as we get closer to the opening day of 2016. Some amazing splash out that as well. Until then, though, we are going to need to sign off. So on behalf of everyone here covering the 2015 All-Star event, thank you so much for joining us. Whoa. And until the 2016 Spring Split, we'll catch you on the Rift.
Fire wins!
Good job, everyone. We are the best.
We did it!
Officially. Cyrene, hype man. Wonderful stuff.